Okay, now for example 3, this market is dance schools. It's software to run dance schools. And I have to tell you, I have absolutely zero knowledge of the dance school market or dancing in particular, or I guess dancing in general, or certainly the software to run these type of companies. So I know nothing about this one, but you'll see I basically just did the same thing. This was with this product launch formula owner, basically wrote in avatars, a dance school owner, teaches a bunch of classes each day, likes creativity, doesn't like all the paperwork he has to do. So I think this is similar to a lot of business owners, probably a lot of retail business owners who might have an interest in their specific area, whatever, of retail or of service or teaching. They have an interest, but they don't like the running the business part, and certainly not the paperwork part. So I don't think that's terribly different from a lot of other markets. Then wants more free time, less stress with the computers and back office assistance. Wants a system that stays organized, keeps the website up to date with no extra work, hates software that doesn't work, and bad support. So right there, there's and then we hear a lot about the product. Just a small number of clients who seem to be real happy, and now wants to relaunch it and grow it bigger. So hasn't done much marketing at all, but now ready to blow it out bigger. So we really don't have. I mean, this isn't a very extensive story creation here. We don't have a lot for the avatar. We don't have a lot for the pain. We don't have much for the aspirations. But I still think there's enough here to build out a pretty nice launch story. So let's give it a shot here. You can see basically I have filled in these 5 areas. For the I'm a lot like you, I just put in a couple of things from the avatar that I thought was important. Obviously dance school owner, and running a bunch of courses every day. I think the likes creativity is important. Doesn't like to do all the paperwork he has to do. I think those are like some of the real keys here. Aspiration, more time, less stress with computers and back office. I think another aspiration I'm going to get here is they actually probably likes the creativity and probably actually likes teaching the classes. I imagine for some of them the classes could probably get to be a grind at times, but we're going to start. I think the place to start from is they do like this creativity, and they like the actual teaching piece. They just don't like the pieces that get in the way of the teaching. Frustration, we all hate software that doesn't work, right? And bad support. The solution, I don't know how this person found the solution, but I think we can tell a story about the idea of there's just a limited number of clients, probably created the solution because this person had the need themselves, whether they were a programmer or not, or just went out and had it done, I don't know, but I think we'll be able to work around that. And then I think we can make this work in that if we talk about these 10 clients who are really happy and now can achieve these things and avoid these frustrations, that now we've decided to roll it out a little bigger and let some other people see it as well. And that's the reason for the launch, is because these people, that the initial 10 are so happy. So I think that's sort of how we can evolve the launch. So here, let me put on my launch story hat and see what we can come up with. I think I'm a lot like you. I run a dance school, and to tell you the truth, I find it really rewarding. I love the creativity in my job. I love working with my students, and I love being in this dance environment and seeing people achieve, seeing my students achieve as they study under me. It's very, very rewarding. But I'll tell you, the thing that's not rewarding is all the paperwork and the stress that comes with running the business, with dealing with computers that these programs, half the time they're not working. I'm constantly training my back office assistants, trying to get them to work with the software that doesn't work. And I would just like a system that's organized, that keeps my website up to date, that's not going to just flood me with extra paperwork and extra work. I just want to be able to focus on my students and focus on teaching and focus on being creative in my dance school. I don't want to be tied down with the software that doesn't work, calling up support and talking to people that can't help me out. I just want stuff to work. I want the business to work so I can focus on what really makes me happy, which is teaching my classes and being creative and helping my students. Now, so after being in this frustration mode for years, I finally decided that I needed a solution. And so what I did was I actually found someone who could help me create custom software that's built specifically for dance schools, that has just an easy online interface. I went out and I found someone that could help me build that, could help me design it from scratch, and we built it from the ground up to do one thing and one thing only, and that is help dance schools run easily and efficiently with a super brain dead simple interface. Something where I can just fire up my internet and go log in and just manage everything from there. And it worked. Amazingly enough, after pouring in tons of time and effort and money into this, I created that system. It was so cool that I actually showed a few other dance school owners, and they've been able to use the same system. And now we've got there's actually 10 schools that are running on my software. These are mostly just friends of mine and people I've gotten to know, and it's amazing how happy they've been to just be able to log in and run just with a few mouse clicks to completely run their back office. Tons of paperwork went away, the headaches went away, and they're able to focus on the thing that they want to do most, which is run their school, or actually teach their school. Not even have to run it, just teach their students, be creative, come up with innovative ways to teach and to help their students. So as I sat back and looked at this, I'm not some crazy marketer and I'm not a big business builder. I'm a dance school owner. But when I looked at these 10 people that were using my software and looked at the success that they were having and how happy they were with it, I decided that maybe I should actually share this with some more people, because I know what it's like to try to run a school and have to deal with all those back office headaches. So this is what I decided to do. I'm going to open up my software on a limited basis to a few more dance school owners, and then yada yada yada. From there you go into a little bit more into why you've decided to share it and the actual mechanics of how you're going to share it. And when you say share it, that means you're going to basically let people buy it from you. So that's how I would do it. The story on this one is that I'm a lot like you. I feel all this pain. I just want to teach. I just want to be creative. And then you sort of go into the story of the creation of it. And I could be completely wrong on this creation. Maybe this person also was a software developer and knew how to do it. And so then you tell a little different story. And then it's more like that stock market story where